from Azerbaijan. Now they're very strong, very solid player, especially tough to beat with the black pieces in the Azeri team. They use him to do the unpleasant work of holding with black, and it looks like he's trying to do that right here against Sergey Karjakin. However, he is a pawn down, and Karjakin does have a passed b pawn. And I've talked at length about Karjakin's amazing endgame technique all through the World Cup. Karjakin does not forgive once he has a small edge in an endgame. That could be the case here, but in queen endgames there's always a lot of checks, so you have to be careful. Still, my money is on Karjakin. My money is always on Karjakin if he has a good endgame, and this is not an exception. Just pushes his pawn. There's going to be some checks, but probably no perpetual. Almost lost on time there with 1 second. Safarli played h5. Let's watch the action a little bit. It's never really perpetual, I don't think. Queen d6, king b7, king a6, queen c8. Maybe there is, at least there's a lot of checks, but it's so hard to tell if and when these checks will last forever. Karjakin running dangerously low on time, and it looks like Safarli has a lot of obvious checks. Queen back to c7 check. King has to go to b4, queen. He doesn't even give another check. He pushes his own h-pawn now that b6 is no longer a threat. Safarli defending very, very well from what I can tell. f6 with the idea of takes queen h5 check to get rid of that h-pawn. And he does eliminate it, but now his king is a little alone on the queen side. So prepare for a lot of new checks coming in. Both of these guys experienced blitz players, as you can tell by them living on their last seconds and then confidently making a move and relying on the increment. Me, I would panic with 3 seconds on the clock, but for those guys it's no problem to just keep making moves. And as long as you got a queen check, it's not so hard to produce a move. Now he's out of checks, queen c4, so Karjakin has a chance to improve his position. Queen a7, queen c6. That didn't help. Queen goes to a1. Yeah, I have no clue what's going on, obviously. I still believe that in practice, if he runs out of checks, it's going to be very hard to defend this. But for the moment, black always seems to find a useful check. Now after king a6, it's a problem, because queen d6 check, b6 doesn't really help the black cause. He does it anyway, but that is tremendous progress for white. f5, now you have to try to calculate king a7, but Karjakin doesn't like it, goes d4, controlling the queening square of the black f-pawn on f1 and pushes his own d-pawn. Why doesn't he go king a7? Progress for Safarli. He's managed to push his f-pawn very far up the board, but the white d-pawn is also running. And it looks like Karjakin has seen that even with 2 queens, black wouldn't have a check, so he allowed f1 queen in order to get his own queen. And is this winning? Ugh, I wish I knew. King c7, now then f1 queen, king b8. Still gonna queen. He stops the clock to queen, also very professional. You can do that. Karjakin doesn't need to. And yeah, he resigns, I believe, right? This position is winning, but I'm always surprised when they resign.